It's time again for a new episode of Retro Cooking. Some time ago, I bought a vintage kitchen gadget mainly for this video. An automatic grill with which you can grill and of course make a lot of toast dishes. Toast recipes are a bit out of date, probably also because people think they're not healthy, but that's not true. When served with lots of vegetables, toast dishes are actually quite healthy, quick to make and usually pretty inexpensive. Let's take a look at the forgotten art of making toast dishes. Here are 10 delicious toast recipes. Recipe number 1. Toast Nippon. For each person, toast 2 or 3 slices of toast of your choice. Meanwhile, drain tangerines out of a can. Open 1 can of mackerel fillet per person and remove the oil from the fish. Chop green peppercorns a little. For 2 slices of toast, half a teaspoon is enough. For 3 slices of toast per person, it should be a little more. Cut medium old Gouda or similar cheese into small cubes. Now spread the slightly broken apart mackerel fillet on the toast slices. Add the green pepper and a little salt. Then place the tangerines on top and stick them a little in the gaps. Finally put the cheese on the toasts. Gratinate in a grill toast oven or in a regular oven under the grill until the cheese has melted. I recommend a large portion of sweated chicory as a vegetable side dish, which I season with a little sour cream and fresh herbs. Recipe number 2. Pear toast with camembert or gorgonzola. Drain the canned pears well. Toast the bread. Chop walnuts or pecans a bit. You can use either camembert or gorgonzola for this dish, or both types of cheese as I did. Cut the cheese into pieces that are not too small. Butter the toast. Spread large pieces of pears on the toast. Arrange the cheese over the pears and in the gaps between them. Finally, put some cranberry jam on the toasts. Place the toast under the grill and wait until the cheese has softened nicely. Then serve garnished with the nuts. As a vegetable side dish, I recommend red cabbage with apple and spiced with cinnamon and allspice. Recipe number 3. Toast with sausages. Toast 2 slices of bread per person. Mix butter with some tomato paste and season with salt and pepper. Cut Vienna sausages or similar sausages in half lengthwise, but do not cut through. I got small sausages, cut larger sausages in half to fit on the toast. Cut cheese slices to about twice the width of the sausages and then fold them up. Stick the cheese in the sausages, fold them together again, and wrap with smoked ham. Butter the toasts with the tomato butter. Place 2 small sausages on each toast and heat slowly under the grill so that the cheese softens but the ham does not become dark. Serve the toast with good mustard, and as a side dish I recommend coleslaw. I make it from raw white cabbage with vinegar and plenty of ground caraway. Now here comes a more time-consuming recipe, but it's worth the time. Recipe number 4. Pfälzer onion breads. This recipe I better show for 4 persons and for this you need 150 grams bacon cubes, 3 to 4 leeks, 8 medium onions, 2 bunches chives, 1 bunch parsley, 4 eggs, 180 to 200 grams old Gouda or other spicy cheese, salt, pepper, ground caraway, a little nutmeg, some lemon juice, and 8 large slices of rye bread or 12 smaller ones. Peel the onions, cut them in half, and then into strips. Use your fingers to separate the strips into half rings. Wash the leeks well, cut them in half along the length, and cut them into small pieces. Use the green part as well. In the frying pan, fry the bacon in a little oil. After just a short time, add the onions and sweat them for a few minutes. Stir from time to time. Add the leeks to the pan as well. Season everything a bit with lemon juice, salt and pepper, and cook without a lid until the onions and leeks are soft. Stir from time to time. I cooked only one portion. For 4 people you need a high pan or 2 pans. In the meantime, grate the cheese. Add the eggs to the cheese and mix well. Preheat the oven to 220 degrees Celsius top and bottom heat. Finally, chop the parsley and cut the chives into fine rings. When the onions and leeks are cooked, add the herbs to the pan and stir. Now remove the pan from the heat and add the cheese and egg mixture to the pan. Mix everything well and season to taste with salt, pepper, nutmeg, and plenty of caraway. Cut the bread slices in half and place them on baking paper on the oven rack. Put the onion mixture on the bread slices and bake them in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. For this recipe you don't need any extra side dish, and a cold beer tastes just as good with it as a white wine or Federweißer. But be careful, this is one of the few bread dishes where you eat quite a lot of bread, but it is also extremely tasty. Recipe number 5. Banana feast toast. This recipe is more like a snack, not necessarily healthy food, but super delicious. Peel 1 banana per person and cut into pieces. Give the banana pieces into a bowl, add some lemon juice and stir carefully so that all banana pieces are wetted with lemon juice. Add shredded coconut over the banana pieces and stir carefully again. Finely cut 40 grams of cooked ham into cubes. Cut gorgonzola into not too small pieces. Toast slices of toast on only one side without oil until they turn slightly brown. Then let the toast slices cool down a bit. In the meantime, heat some butter in the pan and add the banana pieces. Brown the bananas on one side over medium heat. Then carefully turn the pieces and brown the other side as well. Finally, add the ham, mix everything and remove the pan from the heat. Place the cooled toast slices with the non-toasted side up. Butter the toast. Add the banana ham mixture to the toast and arrange the gorgonzola on top. Place the toast under the grill until the cheese is well melted. And serve the toast with well-drained morello cherries out of the jar. Recipe number 6. Toast with tartar. Peel plenty of onions, cut them into strips and fry them in a pan with a little oil and butter. Season with salt and pepper and continue to fry until they are well browned. Then remove the onions from the pan. In the meantime, toast for each person 2 slices of grain toast or whole wheat toast. Sprinkle the toast a little with some aquavit or a normal caraway distillate. Then butter the bread. Put 100 to 120 grams of beef tartare per person in a bowl. Add the egg yolk. For 2 persons, 1 egg yolk is still enough. For 3 or 4 persons, use 2 egg yolks. Season the tartare with salt, pepper, soy sauce, dried marjoram, paprika powder and, if you like, with capers which you chop carefully. Mix all the ingredients well. Spread the minced meat on the toast slices. Now place the toast under the grill for 1 to 2 minutes. Then add the onions on top and put a slice of cheese on each toast. Now place the toast under the grill again until the cheese has melted. If you want the tartare to be a bit raw, put the onions and cheese directly on the raw meat and let only the cheese melt. Sprinkle the toast with some paprika powder and serve with grated horseradish. I recommend stewed white cabbage as a large vegetable side dish, which I stew open with vinegar and season with plenty of parsley and ground caraway. Recipe number 7. Toast Hawaii. Toast Hawaii is the most famous toast dish ever in Germany, but I think outside Germany and other German-speaking countries it is little known. A good reason to present the recipe here. Toast white toast. In the original recipe it is now spread with butter, but in a cookbook from 1975 I found the following tip that makes the recipe more interesting. Mix butter with a little mustard. Now spread the toast with it. Cut 1 slice of cooked ham to the size of the toast slice. Also, try well a slice of canned pineapple. Put the ham on the toast and the pineapple slice on top. Finally, add a slice of cheese. Usually a melting cheese slice is used for this, but I'm not a big fan of it. Place the toast under the grill shortly until the cheese is slightly melted. The toast is usually served with a cherry in the center of the pineapple. Cocktail cherries are traditional, but I find those too sweet. I like to use a morello cherry from a jar. Or you can simply sprinkle the toast with some paprika powder. This is more of a snack than a meal, but it is done really quickly. Even though the recipe is a bit aged, it's still quite tasty. Recipe number 8. Kipper toast. For 1 person, toast 2 slices of toast. Open a can of kipper fillet and try the fish a bit. Actually, for this recipe, Bücklingsfillet is used. This is hot smoked herring, but cold smoked herring, like kipper, is quite similar in taste. Break the fish into large pieces. Pour a little of the canned oil into a pan. This is not a little, but you know what I mean. Cut plenty of chives into fine rings. Cut a tomato into 8 pieces. In a bowl, put 2 eggs and 60 ml of milk. Season with salt and pepper. Add the chives except for a small rest and also 1 tablespoon of flour. I forgot the flour but added it later. Whisk everything well. Heat the oil in the pan and fry the fish in it for a short time. In the meantime, cut the toast into triangles and butter them. Pour the egg mixture over the fish and let it thicken for a short time, then stir gently to make a scrambled egg. Arrange the fish scrambled eggs on the toasts. Place a tomato piece on each toast and sprinkle everything with the remaining chives. With kale, these toasts are absolutely awesome. but it also fits very well with stewed leeks or spinach. Recipe number 9. Franconian apple toast. First peel the apples. You need about 1½ apples per person. Then cut the apples into wedges and remove the core. Now grate the apple pieces with a coarse grater. Then sweat the apples shortly in some butter in a pan. Season with salt, pepper and sugar. Also add some orange juice. Mix well. Cook the apples over medium heat for a few minutes without a lid. Stir from time to time and add a little orange juice. The original recipe actually used Grand Marnier, but because I rarely use it, I replaced it with orange juice and a fruit brandy, which will be added later. In the meantime, whisk eggs in a bowl. You need 1 egg per person. When the apples are soft enough and the liquid has boiled away, add some good fruit brandy. Also, plenty of cinnamon powder and season again with salt, pepper and sugar. Add the eggs to the pan, mix well, and then remove the pan from the heat. If necessary, season again with salt, pepper, sugar, cinnamon and possible fruit brandy. Place the apple mixture on fresh white bread, which should have a crispy crust if possible. You need 2 slices per person. Sprinkle the apple mixture with a little breadcrumbs and then cover each toast with a slice of old Gouda or similar spicy cheese. Place the toast shortly under the grill and let the cheese melt a bit. In fact, I can't imagine a really suitable vegetable side dish for this toast recipe, but tomato soup fits perfectly as a starter, and then this is a complete and very tasty dish. Recipe number 10. Fisherman's toast. For 1 person, toast 2 slices of toast. When cooled, butter them. Chop some parsley. Put an egg in a bowl and add the parsley. Also add some Worcester sauce, plenty of curry powder, pepper and salt. Whisk everything well. Heat some butter in a pan and fry 100 grams of shrimps in it for a short time. Then remove the pan from the heat. Add the whisked egg to the pan and mix everything quickly. Put the mixture on the toasts. Sprinkle the breads with some breadcrumbs and brown them shortly under the grill. Asparagus fits perfectly to this dish, either with a little sauce or simply with a bit of melted butter and parsley. And these were my suggestions for really delicious toast dishes. As always, the recipes are available as PDF in English and in German. You can find the links in the video description. If you're looking for more retro recipes, check out one of the embedded videos. And of course, I'm always happy about likes and new subscriptions. In this sense, thanks for watching.